All right, Northwoods Cardboard Clan, today we are going to be talking about a new series or a new type of video I'm going to be doing, and I want to know your guys' opinion on it. And I'm calling it Stash or Cash. Today we're going to be talking about your Pokemon investing and whether or not you should stash that away or should you cash out on it. So, stay tuned. Alright guys, I'm Andy with Northwoods Collectors, and today we're going to be doing a new type of video, and let me know in the comments what you think of this. It's going to be called Stash or Cash. Are you going to be stashing these items away for your investments longer, or should you cash out now while the going's good? We'll go over that, but first, if you are new here, be sure you hit that subscribe. Be sure you hit that notify so you know when we're doing new videos like this. And last but not least, hit that like button. We can get a bunch of likes on this video. It's greatly appreciated. Not just me. Make sure you hit the like buttons of other content creators to help them along, to help them know that we're doing the right things for you. Now, without one last thing before we move into the video, we are doing the giveaway for our memberships and the 99-cent membership down below. And this month we are doing Crown Zenith. That's right. We're giving away a minimum of 2 packs of Crown Zenith to our members. And if you do get more members in here, we will add to it. I'm not afraid to continue to give you guys a certain percentage based on the number of people that are in there to continue making you guys a membership value for yourselves. And I cover the shipping. It's just a win, guys. You guys get the cards, you get them. And I'm not going to charge you to do anything with it. Just give me your address, and that's all you got to do for them. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and kick into the next part of this, which is going to be the cash or stash. Now, let's take a look at what we're looking at. We're going to have 4 items that we're going to go through here. One by one, we're going to break these down, take a look at them, and say, was this something that we are going to stash away because there's more potential investment gains inside of this particular product? Or do we cash out now and get out of it while we can and take the prize money and put it into something that might be better for your investments overall? So without further ado, let's go into number 4. And number 4, I pick the Celebrations Dark Sylveon and Dark Charizard boxes. Once again, these boxes have been being found pretty readily around the place. You can find them at Walmart, Targets, and all these other stores. And overall, is this an item that you should be stashing or cashing? Let's take a look. For me, personally, I'm stashing them. That's right, guys. I am putting these in the closet or in a storage facility. I am waiting these things out. Overall, I think it's a Celebrations item. I think that it meets 2 groups. It meets the Evolutions group and it meets the Charizard groups. It gives them that dark persona, which we have not seen since the Rockets, and it gives a great opportunity for a Celebrations type set, such as Generation, Celebrations, an Anniversary set, and they don't go wrong, guys. We've seen Generations continue to move up in value. I think we'll continue to see Celebrations do the same thing, even though we're seeing a slight dip in the market because more of this product has been restocked on shelves. Does not mean that it's an overall bad investment and there's no opportunities in the near future. To me, I think that there's some great opportunities, some great value, and this is definitely one of those items that I am stashing. Moving on to number 3. All right, the number 3 item that I put on the list here is going to be Battle Styles. That's right, Battle Styles booster box I'll put next to me, and with its lackluster performance again, to me, it's time for me to either cash or stash this. What am I doing? I am going to go ahead and sell this thing. That's right, I'm going to cash out. I'm going to get out of it, cash it out, move on to the next item, and here's my reasonings why. In my opinion, is Battle Styles going to be a set that's going to be drastically chased after in the future? Probably not. There's really not much in it unless Urshifu has a big movement and all of a sudden big gains and people jumping into it looking for Urshifus. Probably going to take a long time to get that group of people together to do that. Is the Sleepy Tyranitar, the big chase card out of that set, going to be enough to create a good performance for that set 10, 15 years down the road? I don't know. Might be better just to buy it rather than try and chase it out of Battle Styles, because Battle Styles wasn't exactly the easiest pull rates either of that Sleepy Tyranitar. On top of it, Empoleon, once again, popularity is on its starter, but realistically not a huge advantage when it comes down to that particular alternate art. So overall, with its performance, I'm seeing about an 80% gain from my original $72 to $75 investment on these cases. To me, it's time to cash and get out. It's time to take my money, run, and have some good times on moving it into the next product. So this one is definitely a cash. Moving on to number 2. Number 2 item, I'm going to have another booster box, which is going to be Fusion Strike booster box. Now this is another one. I'm going to put the performance next to me. Is this particular item a point where we should be cashing out or should we be stashing it away? Well, after looking at the numbers and looking at what I'm seeing on this particular set, I am definitely stashing this one. That's right, I am putting this one back into storage, and I am going to stash Fusion Strike for a little bit longer at least. Overall, I do think that this one has some things that Battle Styles does not, which of course is going to be that Sylveon inside of there, that Gengar chase card for the alternate art, and it also has some really nice Mew alternate arts inside of that particular set. Overall, it is a nice set, nice rounded overall, and it has playability, which Battle Styles had for a very short time, but didn't last as long as we have seen with Fusion Strike and Brilliant Stars. Overall, this one is a particular product that I think it's worth the risk of continuing to hold it. We're not quite the MSRP price on that secondary market. We're sitting at about $140, so there's still a little bit of growth, I think, in my opinion. We're not going to be getting reprints of these particular booster boxes. There would be no reason for them to reprint Fusion Strike at this point in time. So to me, I think we're past the reprint threat on this particular product, and I think that there's still some value because people are still grabbing some of the cards out of there for actual tournament cards. So overall, this one for me is still a stash. Moving on to number 1. Now guys, just a reminder before we go any further into this list, if you have made it this far, be sure you hit that subscribe, make sure you hit that notify, and last but not least, hit that like button, not just for me, but for everybody else. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. In the comments below, let me know, is this something I should continue to do every month, every week? Where do you want me to put this at? I'll see what I can do for content if you want weekly, but hopefully once a month we can take a look at some of these items and definitely discuss whether or not they are time to stash these away still, or is it time to cash out? So without further ado, let's get to number 1, which is going to be Evolving Skies Booster Box. That's right, this is going to be kind of one of those ones that could be taken as a hot take once again. Can you guys, maybe want us to keep it? Some people are going to want to sell it. Some people are going to say I'm a content creator trying to dump this stuff and get people to sell it so I can scoop it up. And other people are going to say I'm just being realistic on it. And here's my personal take on it. Is it going to be a stash or a cash? To me, it's a split. I'm going to split this one. That's right. I'm going to do that on this series, so you guys are going to love it. To me personally, it's time to cash out on some of it. If you've got several cases, if you've got several booster boxes, now is the time to cash out on it at this point in time. Here's my reasoning why. Number 1, if it doesn't get a reprint and you've only cashed out half of it, you're still going to get that opportunity of this continuing to move forward. But let's say that you do have it and you sell some now and it drops in price. So let's just say it goes down because it does get a reprint, and a substantial reprint. And we see that value drop. You leave half of it up here and you buy it again when it goes down because this set's going to go back up. So if you want to, take the opportunity and sell out of it. You're getting the opportunity cost of selling some of this out, making some income back. If it drops and it does go down in price from a reprint, you can buy more and let it come back up. Once again, do I think this is going to be a $1,000 booster box? I think it's got a great opportunity to do so. Overall, the chase inside of this is fantastic. Between the evolutions, you got Rayquaza inside of there, so there's a lot of opportunities for chases inside of this particular set. Overall, I know it's been a big discussion point on this channel when it comes down to its overall performance, but I do think that there is some great value to hold some of it, but there is also a great opportunity to sell some of it now and either A, move it into something else, or B, wait until a reprint happens. If a reprint happens, purchase when that reprint occurs and capitalize on that little bit of money in between there too. So there's definitely a lot of different opportunities in this particular set, but I definitely think that this is a split. I would stash some, I would cash some, and go out on both ways of that. So guys, hopefully this is a good series. Hopefully you like this information. Hopefully it's something a little bit new to try out. Hopefully you guys like this, and let me know in the comments below if you do. Otherwise, if you do like this kind of content, as always, be sure you hit that subscribe and notify so you know when it's happening. And I'll put these 2 pieces of information for you afterwards. And we will see you next time here on Northwoods TCG.